Okay, just want to get up early in the morning, 6:49 a.m. Starting with the basketball picks for the day. Of course, check and adjust throughout the day, but just to get a basic idea how to start, just go if these are all set. Oh, great! Early in the morning, the Vegas odds are set. Projected points, point total. I like to look at, and the Lakers, Denver, and New Orleans being top of the list. And Lakers and Denver are home teams, but the biggest over-unders, Cleveland at Denver, as well as Lakers and Orlando. All right, so just taking a brief look at those and keeping in mind there. You can also find those Vegas lines along with the depth charts and injuries. So you got these tabs here, for example, awaiting the Vegas odds there, but probably because they're not playing today, they just played. Let's see, next game. Let's look at the current game. Playing today, Milwaukee and Houston. So you can bring up the whole depth chart, or right here on the initial screen is just highlighting to let you know the top 5 scoring fantasy points per game. Giannis, Bledsoe, Middleton, Henson, and Snell for Milwaukee. So looking at that game, if you want to check that out on your daily fantasy lineup. So looking at the top player by position, you can obviously go to this site and get the draft dashboard tool just by clicking on the description and the YouTube link and get that info. So going by position, right now I'm on DraftKings. I'm going to go over to FanDuel today. No, let's do DraftKings. Scratch that. Let's just do DraftKings. Okay, so we have obviously a lot of positions that we can look at. Oh, but what I do first here for the day is I'm just literally going through it with you over my shoulder step by step and not taking a whole lot of time is to clear the watch list so we start fresh. So we're not watching players that we don't need to unnecessarily watch from the previous day. So you can literally, if you want, just take the highest ranked players according to the system and just, for example, take Rondo and Isaiah if you want. But you also need like in a large free or low cost, DraftKings tournament strategy. You don't want to do that because a lot of these players may perhaps be taken, and I'll show you why in a moment. So let's take somebody who's doing well, and even though he has a tougher matchup, we'll take one of these guys down here, such as Bledsoe, and we'll just do the same thing to give ourselves a lineup mix-up of players right now that we can look to. Just waiting for that to arrange. As a top-ranked player right now is Barton. I agree with that. As another shooting guard. Some of these same players show up in DraftKings, so on the main slate. That's fine. So just taking a look at anybody else that we want. Let's go with this guy. Buddy Hield. He's cold lately, but let's give him a try because he's at home. He's healthy, fresh, and all that, as I explained in other videos as well. And let's just go ahead there, get moving a bit faster today, as we can take one of the top options here at center if we like, or Marc Gasol, and pick out a forward real quick. As we can go with the top ranking player again if you like, and like I said, go with someone that's on the bottom as well. Or you can arrange it this way. Bobby Portis, he's someone that actually has been picked up a lot in season-long type leagues, I suppose, that I noticed. But also we could, of course, go with Miritak and Millsap in the high-scoring game. So I'm on a max of only 2 per depth chart, and basically I'm going to arrange to try to get a position lineup here and show you as that generates, that strategy, of course, and letting the system pick out for you. And you can arrange, and these obviously picked out some of the players I like, but you can upgrade here as you wish. Going into it, just look for players as salaries in the green because these are showing the DraftKings salaries. Someone that you may want to save money on here. This guy for Toronto, or this guy, let's see. None of these guys have a high enough dash rank to really take, so let's hold off on that as it shows all that information. Pretty much all the guys that we picked, we're working into our lineup pretty well, so we can enter them in. And so if you want to, it's just an example. You can drop somebody if you want, but I look at these guys as pretty much being solid players. If you want to confirm that, you can do a couple things. You can find studs, which are low-cost option players to play today. Low-risk, proven players. If you can fit Davis into your lineup, of course, always from New Orleans, and some of these same guys that I already mentioned that just happen to be as well on this list. And also, though, another thing is you want to look at the top usage percentage on these players. For example, when you click on top players today, okay, if you want to get away from some of the guys that everybody's playing or looking at, go to the top watch players, because a lot of people are on this using this, obviously. So these are the top watch players. It's arranged in such an order to show you that this is the most watched, potentially most played guy right now today at this point in time. You want to check back on this later, but Caldwell Pope, followed by Lopez. So the Lakers are the most watched and most likely the most played team out there today, along with Kuzma, Fox, Gasol. These players are going to be played with higher ownership than other players. Just want to let you know that as well. All right. Thanks for watching this. Visit the link, pick that up at the bottom, and see you later.